What's up everyone, my name is Mackie and I'm an Immortal Sova main. In this video, I'm going to show you the most essential Sova tactics and utility for the map Breeze. Let's do it. It's important to note that because of the way Breeze is shaped, Sova needs to be played more closely to a duelist for this map. There's no crazy utility or wallbang spots, so you need to have simple but effective ability usage and prioritize trading kills with your teammates. Make sure to prioritize using your drone every round that you can because of the operator potential on this map. For a great early recon on A, stand in this corner and look up towards A site. Find this corner, place the top of the left middle charge bar line on it, and fire a 3-bar. I almost always start with this recon. It will see over the typical Viper wall and you can walk into shop to follow up with your drone. For a similar recon from A main, fire a max charge 1 bounce at this wall to scan backsite. You can fire a max charge recon at this corner to scan all of backside, yellow, stairs, and by the rail. From backside, you can fire a recon just to the right of switch to scan backside and the walkout from double doors. For the best drone path on A, start from shop and clear the close angles. Hold space and clear above bricks. Continue holding space to go above the pyramid and clear backside as well. Make sure to always drone before your teammates swing A main. You can bounce shocks off this wall to hit close left. You can shock behind the right pyramid from A main by bouncing shocks off this panel. Aim at this leaf and fire a 1-bar 1 bounce. When running onto site, you can fire a shock through the Viper wall to hit stairs. Fire a 1-bar 1 bounce off this wall to hit behind yellow. To shock default, with your back against this wall, line up this wall with this square. Aim at the edge of this box and fire a max charge 1 bounce. You can fire a max charge 1 bounce off this panel if the bomb is planted safe. You can scan halls by firing a max charge 1 bounce at the open door. I only recommend doing this if your team wants to push halls. Since sentinels place trips in halls, you can fire shocks off this wall to break them. You can also 1 bounce and double bounce shocks off the door to hit both sides past the door. From bottom mid, stand next to the barrier or against this wall. Find these 3 bricks and aim at the lighter center. Fire a max charge 1 bounce to scan double doors. You can fire a recon in this doorway to clear nest and towards halls. You can also fire a recon at this wall to scan defenders that push into elbow. From tunnel, you can fire a max charge 1 bounce recon just beside these metal bars to scan the close right angles. For the best recon on B, stand in this corner and face towards mid. Place your crosshair in the bottom center of this panel. The letter C should sit in the middle of these lines. Fire a max charge 1 bounce and this will scan all of backside. You can also run up behind it and drone to clear almost everything all at once. From the same corner, place your left diamond on this middle leaf and fire a 3-bar. This will land above arches and should see both sides of the typical Viper wall. You can also fire the same recon from A main if it's safe to do so. You can fire a recon at the center of the pillar to clear behind the left bricks and the right pocket. To drone B, stand by B main and hold space when coming out of the usual smoke. Stick to the left side, clearing the close angles and hold space to go above the small wall and clear backside. You can bounce shocks just to the right of the gray line to hit behind the left bricks. Aim just under this dark spot and fire a 1-bar 1 bounce to shock the right pocket. You can fire a 3-bar 1 bounce by the leaves to shock the close left wall. You can bounce shocks off the back angled wall to hit backside. From B main, you can 1 bounce shocks under this hole to shock the default plant spot. Please like the video so you can refer back to the examples in it. For early info on A main from stairs, you can dart this beam. I recommend using this on the slower rounds. If you know the attackers are coming A, it's better to wait until they're on site and fire a recon on this wall so you can get kills through the Viper wall. You can fire a recon on this metal piece that hangs above the site as well. Another good recon is at the top of this metal pipe. You can use your drone however you need to, but from yellow you can clear above the wiper wall and stay above the pyramid to clear bricks and backsite. From stairs, you can fire no-charge shock darts into main when the attackers execute. You can also bounce shocks off this wall. You can bounce shocks off bricks to hit the close right pyramid. Fire a max charge 1 bounce or double bounce to shock dart attackers in double doors. You can also fire no-charge shocks in between the pyramids. If attackers push A constantly, you can ping shop, A main, and A lobby and ult it. Fire a max charge recon just on the left of this beam to scan A lobby and anyone pushing halls. Droning halls is kind of a waste, but if they smoke the door, then it'll deter anyone pushing halls. The drone will only get as far as the left corner if you drone from the safe position. If attackers are pushing halls, you can recon the middle and wallbang the door. If they've reached switch, you can dart the room, and if they hug the switch corner, you can wallbang just to the right of this frame. This is one of the best recons for early mid info. From nest, fire a max charge at this corner. If the attackers push to top mid, you can bounce a recon off this wall. You can also dart above tunnel if they've pushed closer to nest. To dart B lobby from nest, stand in this corner and place your crosshair in the center of this metal piece. Fire a 1-bar double bounce for good early info. For a really great recon for B main, stand on this box in the corner. Find this bottom corner and place the top middle right charge bar line on it. Fire a max charge double bounce for early info on B and tunnel. You can dart the wall above B main when the attackers execute site. This is the best retake arrow for B site. Stand in this corner and face the boat. Find the letter N, place the top of your right diamond at the bottom left side and fire a max charge double bounce. This arrow gives you time to get close to site and it's hard to see coming. You can also fire this retake arrow and run up and drone behind it and clear all of site at once. Make sure to clear behind the wall and around default. You can bounce a shock in between the windows to shock back left. Aim just to the right of this block to shock back right. From the wall, fire a max charge 1 bounce shock next to this hole to hit default. From tunnel, fire a max charge 1 bounce beside this pipe to shock back left. You can bounce shocks to the right of this hole to shock the left pocket. Aim directly at the angled wall to shock the back right. If the attackers are in elbow and are about to execute, you can ping elbow and B main and ult. You'll often catch players using utility and get free kills. That's all I have for this video. Make sure to check out my other map guides.